Well, I finally made it. I'm in downtown Santiago. I'm in the center somewhere. Knackered. But I'm just watching everything. It's different. That's a really not very intelligent thing to say. In front of the Court of Supreme Justice, and today is the day that they decide finally whether Pinochet should be held responsible for the crimes committed by the regime. Balloons are going off. Here I am doing my 9 o'clock news report from Chile. I hope you can hear this, it's absolutely unbelievable. It's getting to me. Come on. I don't know if I really want to go up in one of these things. Well, hey! Here I'm going. Right, let's stop there. Well, I didn't come to Santiago to be a tourist. I came, well, I have come to Chile because I want to find out about my dad. He died when I was very young. I have very few memories. Well, sorry about that. I got a bit interrupted. I know my dad was here as an engineer at some sort of refrigeration plant on the tip of South America, Punta Arenas. On top of that, I don't know a lot, except you like motorbikes, maybe. I think it looks like she's singing into a microphone in this shot. Down the bottom of these stairs is the Registro Civil. This is quite an important point because this is where hopefully I can find the wedding certificate for my dad and find out where he lived in Punta Arenas and the name of his wife in the 50s, and that's my next task. If I have that, I can go on. So I'm a bit edgy, but let's go and have a look. It's closed.
No, está cerrado. Hasta las 2:30.
2:30.
Claro.
¿Y mañana está?
Mañana de 8:30 a 2:30.
Not a good start. The place is closed. Ooh, I'll come back tomorrow, that's a bugger. The buses in Santiago are called micros, and normally they're yellow, and it's something I think is called micro madness, the way they drive around town. So I thought it might be quite good fun to get some money. I've got all my money here, all my change, and to get on some micros and see what happens. I've managed to get on, paid my money, now I've just basically got to hang on. Join the queue, she said. Join the queue. Buenas tardes. El año 1957.
Apellido de claro, o si no,
T-U-N-N. T-U-N-N.
NN.
Sí.
Pero estaría saliendo de para él 16 de la
Looks like I've got to go to find a book because it's not on the computer. They've given me a big red book to go through and see what I can find. I think they're a little bit busy over there, and they don't want to be bothered. So it's up to me to go through the book. Él dijo que no sabía, pero a lo mejor está bien. Arthur Clifford. What's that? 1956. Yeah, Punta Arenas, right. Now with that, I might be able to find an address. Fantastic, that is absolutely unbelievable. I am so pleased at what happened in the Registro Civil. They were able to trace the wedding certificate, 1956, in Punta Arenas.
I've never seen that. There's my dad's signature. Clifford Arthur Dunn Putner.
Name of the wife, Gloria Davison. I can't believe it, it's unbelievable. And also, you've got to be impressed with the Chileans. They do keep good records. I don't know if that's anything to do with being an ex-police state. It's nighttime in Santiago and it's time to go to the whorehouse. Lovely.
Oye, ¿por qué a ella le da 1,000 pesos y a mí nada?
¿A qué?
A ella le diste 1,000 pesos por firmarla y a mí me firmaste los pechos y no me diste nada.
No, sí. No. ¿Qué pasó?
¿Es posible filmar un poquitito? Sí. Oh, gracias. Muchas gracias. Oh. Meanwhile, in Santiago, we did go out to find a whorehouse. We didn't have much success, but we found the funeral parlour, which is open 24 hours a day.
Right, this is the La Habana Vieja, and it's the best salsa club in Chile. And I've got a really bad shirt on. It's from Australia. It's got nothing to do with salsa, but it's all I've got in the pack. And I'm going to go in there and make a total twat of myself, I'm sure.
Por ahí viene el gavilán, por ahí viene el día volando, no se lo dejen negar, pollita se anda buscando. Por ahí viene el gavilán, por ahí viene el día volando, no se lo dejen negar, pollita se anda buscando. Ay, 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 chinita, qué maldito el gavilán.
Touch those, they are very painful. I've been at this spot for about 3 hours, 4 hours, and I haven't seen anybody. I haven't heard anybody. Haven't heard a car, heard a plane, anything to do with humans. This place must be one of the ultimate places to escape if you want a bit of peace and quiet. thought this must be some really strange sort of recycling site. But then, after looking a bit closer, I realised that a young boy died here in a road crash. I'm trying to find the entrance to a cave that the locals have been telling me about quite a lot, and I think it's behind me somewhere in there. So I'm going to go in and have a look, and it's got a very interesting story attached to the cave. Um, 100 years ago, a German farmer around here came into the cave and he found some human bones, but he also found a strange animal skin, and some scientists looked at it and decided that it was an animal they hadn't seen before, from the prehistoric age, like a giant sort of sloth. And when they put them all together and with the skin, they said they'd found a Milodon. Well, I'm inside the cave now, and I must admit it's quite an eerie sort of place. This is the famous Milodon, and I don't think he's quite as scary as I imagined. Especially since he's made out of fiberglass. This lump of rock was put here to praise and remember the two men who were the pioneers in this area of Patagonia and who discovered most of the routes around this area. And it was only in 1928, it says there, that when they did this, and their names were Gunther Pluschow and Ernst Dreblow. And that is a really boring bit of tourist information. This has got to be one of the most beautiful places in the world. Everywhere I look, there's something unbelievable. And down there, some pink flamingos. Here's one view of Torres del Paine, and in the gap you can see the peaks or the horns of Torres del Paine, and down below you can see the glacial lake. The water from the glacier melts into the lake, and I can't believe it's absolutely massive. It's huge. It's I don't know, about 5 kilometers away. I'm just a bit gobsmacked by the beauty. The wind is blowing the camera over. Trying to get in the car. Trying to get in, aren't you? Okay, well I'm gonna go a bit further in now, so thanks. This is Lago Pairway, and that's the hotel Pairway. And I'm a bit worried I'm going to fall backwards here.
Poquito café le puedo dar.
Pero no quiero molestar.
No, estoy solo.
¿Sí? Pues, gracias. Coffee. Oh, gracias.
¿Y el café?
Sí. This is the bread that Luis has made, homemade bread. It's warm and it's really brilliant. In the summer, the water rises in the lake because obviously more ice melts, and it reaches to the edge of the hotel. Oh, can I just say what an amazing man Don Julio is in the Hotel Pairway. He's been there the good part of his life, and there's nothing he doesn't know about the national park, Piney. I kind of feel sorry for him. He's here on his own for months. It's only when the tourist season starts that things pick up around here.
En verano es bonito porque se ve muchas personas, mucha gente. Bueno, ¿cuánto qué? Gracias a usted, igual. Ya, gracias. Gracias. Nos vemos. Ya, ahí nos vemos.
If you really want to see the best of Piney, you have to walk. So get yourself warm, get a nice hat, and go wherever you want. And then come back when you get bored. That is guanaco poo. Not bad today, 35 miles.
Ministerio de Salud y Acción Social de la Nación. Comité Provincial de Hospital. Subsecretaría de Salud Pública. Provincia de Santa Cruz.
I'm hoping at the end of this road there's going to be a huge colony of penguins. Oh, I don't believe it. They're going to try and get through that. I would not even bother. Here you have it live at the Penguin Sanctuary, or not at the Penguin Sanctuary, nearly at the Penguin Sanctuary. A taxi driver trying to get through that mud. I think they're going to be doing some pushing here. No, I don't believe it. He's got through. Bastard. The thing is, travelling on my own doing this film, I can't really risk doing stuff like that, because if I got stuck and then I got stuck here all night, I think I'd just freeze to death. they're stuck. No penguins today. We're still here, getting muddier and muddier, and no sign of any cars or jeeps. Anyway, on the way back to town, I had a look. It's a long drive back. I was stopped by a policeman. I'm obviously driving badly. I'm not too sure what I'm doing. If I'm on the right side of the road, I haven't got a clue what the speed limit is. Anyway, he stops me and he just says, "Can I give him a lift into town?" I thought, "Oh, all right." And so we get in, and then I've got a policeman next to me for 40 miles. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing driving this car. You know, the gear stick's there. I kept missing it. I was almost grabbing his knee the whole time. Anyway, we got through that, and I was talking, or we were talking, blah blah blah, and the policeman invites me into his house. So it's a bit surreal. The next minute I'm in his house, meeting his wife and daughter, and having dinner with him. Empanada de queso, yes. Cheese empanada. And he's showing me this stuffed, I don't know what it is. It's some sort of mini armadillo. Yeah. And then he shows me all his badges and photos and all the things he's been involved in as a policeman over here. He gave me the Carabineros of Chile magazine, which he signed. Unbelievably kind person, which is going to be quite handy because I probably will be driving past his checkpoint sometime tomorrow, and you know, if I do anything wrong, at least I can say, well, I know Julio, and they might not arrest me. There's Antarctica, and there's the bottom of South America, and that's where I am at the moment, Punta Arenas. I'm on the tip of South America, the Magellan Strait over there, beyond it, Tierra del Fuego. Make a total twat of myself. This is the statue to Ferdinand Magellan in the middle of Punta Arenas. Around the bottom of the statue are the Mapuche Indians, and they say if you touch the toe of one of the Mapuche Indians, you will come back to Punta Arenas one day. They also say if you kiss the toe, you come back, but I think I'll just do the hand. Yeah, Punta Arenas was a big booming town with sheep and ships until they built the Panama Canal and the port died, and with it quite a lot of the town died away. And I think my dad, who was here in the 50s, would have just got the end of that sort of sheep boom. And I think when he went back to England, I think it was because the company he worked for must have gone bust or something like that. I'm looking around to see where my dad might have lived. I know the house is down there somewhere. I found the house, and all I can say is, what is going on? The state outside, it's like the Adams family.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Eres tu vida? ¿Qué tal? El gusto mío. Aquí andamos bien.
La calidad y la narración. Parte del garaje.
Ayer fui a I'm right outside the front gate of the factory where my dad worked.
¿Sí?
Estoy haciendo un reportaje.
Ah, ya, correcto. Sí.
This is where the sheep were taken before they got chopped. Sheeper. That's the guard dog, but I think he's a bit hungry and scared. I found the house where my dad lived when he was in Punta Arenas. The whole place is completely run down. I'm pleased to have found the house. Not that I can get in it, but it's all sort of locked up.
No existe esa no se quemaría, no sé, aquello. Esa es la que vivía ahí. Día de semana no hay problema.
I've had a good look around here. It's quite a moving experience. It's difficult to explain, but meeting Jose, the guard here, who knew my dad, remembered him very well 50 years ago, was quite amazing, and the things he was saying. The whole place is basically just falling apart, and I don't know, I suppose that's symbolic, I don't know, but it's sad. I don't know why it's sad, but I feel quite sad about that. Since they don't get up till about 1 in the afternoon, they told me, I figure it's probably alright to sit them now. I've got them some beer, Austral. Well, three of those. And I've got them a bottle of Chilean wine. Very good value here, red. And I've got them something called Pichanga, which is in here. And I'm not going to open it now, but it's a sort of mixture of ham and cheese and olives and stuff. This is Pichanga, and you eat this with a stick, cocktail stick. It's a bit of ham, a bit of cheese, a bit of olive with chili sauce. Oh, excellent. In Chile, it's like in Chile they warm the wine up, the red wine, so that it tastes better.
My hawk.
I'm sitting here with Uncle Lucho and Uncle Willie talking, and I'm drinking and drinking and drinking. And if you want to have a bath, hands in that, but you look alright, you look in the mirror. Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers to England.
Shin Katapum. Shin Katapum Bing Bing.
This is the Palacio La Moneda, the presidential palace in Santiago, Chile. It's been here for about 200 years, and now it's the presidential blah blah blah. What is it? Yeah, it's been here for 200 years. It was a royal mint, and it's now the seat of government. It's famous. And the image I always have of it is 1973 when Pinochet and the soldiers were all waiting outside in tanks telling President Allende to come out. And he wouldn't come out, shut the doors. And so basically there was a standoff. Allende was found dead, and they still don't know whether it was suicide or he was shot. Although most people in Chile seem to think that he would have been shot. ¿Cuándo hacen el cambio de la
guardia?
La guardia, sí.
De guardia. A las 10 de la mañana.
Ah, 10 de la mañana.
10 de la mañana.
Some bullet damage. But I'm not sure. What do you think? The guards here at La Moneda are the elite guards in the Chilean army. They all look pretty tall, some of them extremely tall, and they look a little bit menacing with their boots, but I'm sure they're very friendly. I wish that guard would stop looking at me.
there's been a minor sort of riot, which I've just caught the end of. Protest against the government. The police have got the water cannons out. That's why the floor's wet.
Aló, aló, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, aló, 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 aló.
After the camera mic got nicked, this is the best I can do, so I'm a bit stuck with it. I know it looks like a toy, but well, it's better than nothing. I've got an address to go to. Tia Willie has contacted his sister, Pepper, who's about the same age, and I'm just about to go round there, knock on the door, and meet her. I'm really excited, but also quite nervous about the whole thing.
Vernon! Vernon! Your sister!
It was a very emotional meeting, and yeah, probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life. She grew up all her life as an only child, which in Chile is quite unusual. She also felt bitter against my dad, and so she always felt like she was forgotten about. There was no letters, nothing. So my arrival, in a way, has taken away some of that bitterness. I hope.
How old are you?
Oh, thank you.
That it might make it more bitter. I don't know. You know. She might not like me.
No, how old?
No.
Oh, okay.
Katia, how old are you?
They've made me feel such a part of the family. I've had such a fantastic time. I don't want to go back, to be honest.
For the new cousin?
Hello.
For the new cousin? Cheers.
Cheers. But I've met my family here, and I've met my sister Rosalind, and I mean you don't lose that goes with you forever, and I can't be more happy. Well, I'll ever be more happy in my life.